Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, what made you to become an IAS officer, and who inspired you the most?
Basically, I was always interested in joining public administrative service, in the sense to be among the public, to serve the society. So since my childhood, I was always nurturing an ambition to be in public service.
Okay. At what age that you started your preparation, sir?
No, I started only after I completed my graduation. I'm an MBBS graduate. So once I completed the graduation, I started preparing.
So could you tell us your preparation phase, sir?
No, so basically when we took exams, we had two optionals.
Okay.
We had an optional for prelims also.
Correct.
So initially I had chanced upon an optional which I found it not suitable. I changed in the later stages after having interaction with various other aspirants who were studying at that point of time, and also another optional which was my personal interest. So first thing, to choose a right optional is the key part.
Correct.
So once you choose a right optional, then you have to prepare very intensely. Instead of reading too many books, you should limit yourself to good standard material, and then you should read intensely. Instead of reading too many books just 1 to 2 times, you should read standard good material just much more frequently. So that would give a edge over reading large materials, too much of materials, which will definitely not help you in the long run.
Okay, great, sir. How different the life would change, or how different a life is before civil services and after clearing the civil services examination, sir?
That's you will see a sea change in how you see the life, how people look at you. In both terms, there's a sea change in before and after. But one thing extremely special about this post getting selected is the opportunity which you get in your life to serve the society. The service itself offers various multidimensional challenges, multidimensional opportunities. So it's one unique service where you feel satisfied when you contribute to the society.
Okay, great, sir. Sir, you have worked under different departments and under different governments. So could you share your valuable experience with the students? Because students, they have only textbook knowledge. They do not have the practical knowledge. So could you share some of your experiences here?
See, every sector, every department is unique and in its own sense, and the dimensions which sector offers is different. So once we get into a particular assignment, we get in-depth understanding of that. We try to understand the nuances, what are the roles, what is the deliverables of that role, and then we also see the means. What means do we have? What are the institutional framework which is available, and what is the organizational framework which is there? So all these we have to get into in-depth understanding, and then plan our targets, make a schedule for yourself, and plan your deliverables. So once we do that, every role is a challenge to us.
Okay, that's great, sir. Sir, I have heard and I have seen you personally as well that you are a man of balance. So you balance your personal life and professional life well. So could you share us how one can manage the personal and professional life, sir?
See, that's a very tricky question, because as officers, once we get in too much into our role, we get less time to spare with our family. But whenever we get, we should ensure that we spend quality time with the family members.
Correct, sir. Right, sir. Great, sir. And sir, nowadays we are seeing a trend that so many people starting their preparation in their graduation itself. I have seen students who are starting preparation after 12th itself. they are very much aware that I want to become an IAS officer. So they are starting their preparation. So, and they are becoming the youngest IAS IPS officers at 21, 22 years. So what is your opinion on this one, sir?
That's the greatest thing to happen. I always believe in that. You should start early. If you are clear of your objective to be a IAS officer, to enter into civil service, if you're clear about that, if your desire is that, then you should start early. And starting early definitely gives a huge leap advantage to those who start early.
Great, sir. Great. Sir, we know that the exam itself is very difficult and very diverse and a lot of syllabus to cover, and the exam itself is a year-long process. So how did you keep yourself motivated for such long periods, sir?
No, definitely civil service is one which is the service pattern is such that it is stretched almost for a year.
Correct, sir.
And we all know that if you don't clear during your prelims or if you don't clear mains, then the entire cycle has to repeat. So we need to be focused. We need to be clear of our objective. We need to be clear that this is my choice. I have to achieve. Once you are clear of this choice, and if you are very much clear of your objective in life, then we have to be focused and we need to keep pursuing. We should never think it as an alternate option, that if I'll try this, if I don't be successful, I'll go to some other field. You should not have that duality. With a single-minded focus, you need to pursue continuously till you reach your goal.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sir, you are a 2009 batch IAS officer, right, sir?
Yes.
So at that time, so internet is just penetrating social media, and we have just started with WhatsApp and Facebooks at that time. But eventually it became a distraction for the students a lot. Nowadays, if you see on the 2022 now, every time there is a survey which says that 2 to 3 hours of time we are spending only on the social media. So how it is impacting the aspirants and how to tackle this problem? How a student or an aspirant should cope up with this distraction, sir?
If an individual is clear of his choice and of his goal, then he has to be sure that he is not getting distracted. And as you said, see, internet offers a lot of information which is quite beneficial for the student. See, like instantly I can get myself clarified. Instantly, any concept I can ask a question over internet and understand. We need not go in search of some books or material. On the net, everything is available. But at the same time, you need to be clear that you don't get distracted by social media. It's really, an individual has to make a conscious call to ensure that he is not spending much time on that.
Right, sir. And sir, could you give us just last one question, sir? Could you give us the values or the requirement of the UPSC is patience and dedication. So what you would like to say on this part, sir?
No, definitely. See, one is patience and dedication. At the same time, they need to be very planned. And if they are planning their preparation properly, with thorough by right choice of the optionals, right materials, and right mode of preparation. If they are clearing after discussing with their colleagues, with their good teachers, they should first arrive at a proper schedule. They should plan ahead. Once you are clear about that, then you should only thing is required is focused study, focused devotion to your goal. So you should be clear and you should pursue that continuously. Once you are doing, and I think currently everybody has to read and recall. They keep on doing that. Once you do that, definitely you will have a grip over your preparation.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this opportunity, and it's wonderful meeting you today, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.